Let's get directly into it. You read the title of the video. These are the Red Wing 8864 and why Red Wing made the mistake when creating these boots. So these are not mine. These are the owner of Grown and Sewn. These are his boots. And when I saw what he did, I was like, I have to do a video on this because this just makes absolute sense. And let's just get right into it. So these are the Gortex mock toes that Red Wing came out with. And what they did is, so their whole campaign was they showed this mock toe basically sitting like what looked like a glacier. And they had like a model in what looked like, could be Iceland, could be Alaska, could be somewhere in Canada, really, really cold. But when they made this Gore-Tex mock toe, they put on the Traction Tread sole. Why would Red Wing do that? That makes zero sense. Here I have the 8890, the Traction Tread. Now, if you know, the Traction Tread wears out on these boots. And let's get a close-up and you can see. If you wear these boots constantly, your sole is going to get smooth. It's going to smooth completely out. And I know from firsthand experience, walking with these in any kind of snow and ice, you slip. So, why Red Wing would do a Gore-Tex mock toe, and I'll put up the ad here. We'll say it, bam, ads here. They have it sitting on ice. Why you would not put the ice cutter sole on your Gore-Tex, because it's made for the outdoors, made for the elements, makes zero sense. So when I saw this from Rob, who owns Grown and Sewn, took off the Traction Tread sole, put on the ice cutter, I thought that makes complete sense. Red Wing should have done that from the jump. I don't know why. And then anyone who bought the boot and you wear it in the elements, I would hope that you replaced your Traction Tread with the ice cutter. They even make this ice cutter in white. So you could have done, if Red Wing wanted a white sole on the boot because it looked good with the Oro, use a white ice cutter sole. They do make it. Just, I don't know, doesn't make any sense why they did that. So I just wanted to show you guys, if you did purchase this. I didn't purchase the this particular boot because I don't wear mock toes anymore, or I try not to wear mock toes. So we can go into the details of this for you guys for sure, and do some close up and talk about the boot because I never reviewed this, so why not? Let's do a close up and talk about the 8864. All right, so here are the close up details of the Red Wing mock toe 8864 in the Oro russet leather. That's what we got here. Oro russet is one of my favorite leathers. I think it looks really good with pretty much anything. Brown, green, blue jeans, even some Ecru denim, Ecru salvage denim. Huge fan of Oro russet. So with here we have our nickel eyelets on here, and it's been a long time, right guys? You ready for it? We got the triple stitch. Oh yeah. Triple stitch with the Gore-Tex label on there. The brown leather piping along the top of the boot. And as I said, these were resoled with the ice cutter sole. So we got rid of that Traction Tread, which to me is just completely unnecessary for Red Wing to put on here. And a Goodyear welt on here, 360 Goodyear welt. And it looks like my battery is about to run out. Okay. Let's see how far I can go. We have the Irish Setter logo on the tongue here, and then you have your sizing and all that stuff on the side of the boot. This is the Gore-Tex. It has that Gore-Tex lining on there. I'm a huge fan of Gore-Tex. I have a pair of Adidas that are Gore-Tex that I use when I go hiking in Canada, and they keep my feet completely warm and dry. With a pair of wool socks, you just cannot go wrong with some nice Gore-Tex. Even though these boots are not mine, we'll still do it on feet. They'll be big, but we'll do it on feet. So let's do it. All right, here's the on feet with the mock toes, the 8864s in the Oro russet. So these, as I stated, are not my boots. These belong to the owner of Grown and Sewn, Rob. They are a full size bigger than what I would normally wear. But the odd thing is they do not feel big at all. That's very strange. My foot measures a 10.5 on the Brannick. And so what I ended up doing is going to a 9 in the mock toes for Red Wing. These are size 10 and they don't feel big at all. I don't feel a lot of room and not a ton of heel slip, which is kind of odd. Anyways, I wanted to do the on feet for you guys because it's just something that I like to see, and hopefully you two enjoy it as well. But having this, checking them out with that resole on there with that Vibram lug, which they should have provided from the jump instead of that traction. Comfort level. So I don't know how much he's worn these, but slipping these boots on was rather easy. The leather on the heel counter was surprisingly soft when I went in and kind of, you kind of crush it down. It was surprisingly soft. I don't know if it's because of that Gortex lining, that fabric lining that kind of softens that leather. But I know sometimes slipping on a boot, because the tongue has that gusset all the way usually up to the top nickel eyelet, that it can be a little troublesome getting in. And I know sometimes, especially the Beckmans, you struggle to get your foot in because of that gusseted tongue. But these are pretty easy, and leather was quite soft. So I don't know if it's because he's worn these quite a bit or not. All right, so that is the Red Wing 8864 mock toe in the Oral Russet, the Gore-Tex version. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time with some more goodies. Be a boot. See you guys next time.